Alright. Is this better? Does it sound better? Is everything better? Let's hope so. How is this? Is this better? Sound? Can you hear me? Got a little mic. I want to know if it's working well or not. Alright. Well, let's replay kind of what we've already worked on. You know, not that you guys saw it, but you know, it happens. So I'm just gonna let it play what we've already been working on. You know, this is what you guys missed. So this week's topic, I wanted to draw something that I could post for the new year. So that's what I'm working on right now. And you know, we all can need a little bit of abundance. So working on an illustration that captures that, hopefully. That's the vision, at least. So this is, like I said, is replaying what I've already done. Just bringing everybody up to speed. You know, it's funny because like it condenses hours worth of work into minutes or sometimes seconds. You know, like I could probably export this video right now and it would probably condense this entire maybe 3 to 4 hour sketch down to, you know, 30 seconds or less. Even now, this is a minute. With it going at this speed is a minute and 45 seconds. So, and it's taken me at least 4 hours to get here. So I don't think my mic died. Alright, how's it sound? This is using my so my mic died. How's it sound? Good? You hear me? Am I caught up? Maybe? Alright. Well, I hope that works. Let's get back to it. Yeah, man. Kimber, you and I like to hop on here one day, man. I'd like to have you as a guest or something. You know, I won't just talk and let you draw. So we can figure this shit out. You know? But as I was saying, it's like going over the line art with, you know, two colors. I don't know. It kind of added like almost like if I'm painting on glass or something and laying on top. I thought that was pretty cool. So it's something I'll experiment moving forward with. But just even like having it on top. Also not following the lines too closely either. Like giving them a little bit of somewhat of a shift. You know, I'm not too worried about like matching it perfectly. You know, I do want the line art to flow properly though. So yeah, see, what the have you on here, man? Because and maybe we can just do like the Instagram live version versus like trying to have this set up because this shit's too much. And it's becoming somewhat of a hassle. So what I'm doing now is just kind of going over the jacket art, and I will block it in and I'll duplicate it and just color it. Kind of do like a paint bucket and just drop it in. And this is just to help create some distinction between me and the wreath, so I can kind of better see what I'm doing, because right now, as you can see, it just overlaps crazy. So I'm just going to duplicate that, and I could also maybe drop this layer ahead of it like that and just like play with the opacity. Let's get rid of these arrows. You know, I was showing the arrows for the direction I wanted the wreath to go in. You know, show some variations. Like a dollar bill, it's going out like that, and you know, obviously the wreath is going up, but then coming out, you know. Let me bring my sketch art back in, just so I could give, I don't forget the shape that I'm trying to fill in. Otherwise,
you know, you end up getting in the details and end up wasting a lot of time. So what I'm doing now is just filling in details and still filling out the wreath. So it's a little redundant right now. But if you're interested in seeing like how very, you know, lots of little lines create a much bigger piece, so sometimes a dollar bill. Very, very size. So what I'll do, just go ahead and just close there. Maybe. Oh, it's not closed in. So whenever that happens, that means there's a break somewhere in the line art, like this right here. And so you have to like close all the gaps. And then once you do, or when you do, it will close. And I think it's like this little piece right there. But you can also like block it in. Let's see. Yep. And I made a mistake and drew the head on this white layer, so I'm gonna have to redraw that as well because that's not gonna work. But for the coloring perspective, at least, you know, can create some distinction. Just as I'm working, it kind of makes sense to you all as well, because otherwise, it could just look like a bunch of lines. And like I said, these are rough, so I don't have to be too cautious with it. I'll come back in and I'll clean it up later. You know, I take a lot of my cues, especially for hands, from like Donald Duck and, you know, Disney characters and whatnot. I just always loved how like expressive they are with like very few lines. You know, like the economy. I think that's pretty cool. You know, it's kind of like design as well. Like, how can you do more with less? Which, you know, obviously I'm a designer, so I've always thought that was pretty like fascinating. I didn't know until I got older. Well, at least I couldn't articulate it. But there's just something about like line art that just is beautiful to me. I'll tell you, I'm gonna leave that open for right now. Keep, you know, keep the eyes blocking it in too much. I'm gonna get back to work on this never-ending money wreath. You know, it's almost like a prayer or something. You know, the longer I take on this, maybe the more abundance I'm gonna have in the new year. You know, let's just go ahead and put that out there. Let's go ahead and throw some stacks in here. Hmm. Let's just keep working, shall we? Let's not do that for right now. Let's just keep filling it in. That's a fact. Sevenfold, man. I'm with that, man. You'll live to God's ears, brother, because I'm hoping for a good year, man. I really am. You know, 2024 was, you know, I took some blows, man. I wouldn't call them losses because, you know, it's like pruning. I pruned some things this year, man. I've been draining my energy and my time and my, like, creative essence for years. So, you know, that's why lately I've just been doing a lot of chanting shit, man. Focusing on myself, focusing on my company, you know what I mean? Sometimes when you get in the process of, even like when it comes to drawing, sometimes you get in the process of focusing on the wrong things. You know, like this little line right here, I don't like this shit. Something about it is irking me. So sometimes you gotta go back and you gotta correct some things. You know? And then sometimes you realize that it doesn't matter at all. It's just a, okay, that's what this is. Just something on the path, man. Something on the journey. And, you know, in the larger scheme of things, when you look at it, when you zoom out, like I'm about to do, you realize it matters even less. You know? But I'm gonna correct this real quick though. Okay. I think that's good enough. Like I was saying, then you zoom out and you realize it's a smaller detail amongst many more. And then you realize that maybe that's not the problem at all. You should focus on something else, like this side. Oh yeah, man. You know, nothing goes to waste, bro. Like, it was a blessing as well, you know? Helped push me forward, it challenged me, grew in many ways. So it wasn't a total loss, you know? And it wasn't all bad, but, you know, when you put the wrong things first, life has a way of reminding you, bringing you back, hopefully, you know, if you're wise enough to listen to it. Still drawing money. Actually, dang. Let's keep moving. Hmm. It's a good quote, man. Alright. I'm gonna end up deleting this. Let's see what we're doing. Go back and delete this. And let's draw this one. Like that. If I, you know, draw like that, there we go. I kind of like that too. On the front of it, and then, you know, actually, let's get rid of that. Because I think I want to, yeah, let's do that. Go behind it like that. And now, just like that. Our wreath is now closing. Let's move this one a little bit. Then let's curve that down. Like that. Then let's shorten this a little bit. There we go. Add some variety. Alright. Let me zoom back out just so y'all can see what I've been working on. So again, It's 9:06. We've been drawing for about an hour so far, so I'll replay it and I'll probably call it soon. So it's gonna just redraw, show you what I've done so far. Not sure if it's frozen again, but So, like I said, I'm just filling in the wreath again. You know, I took a little detour to work on, or a little break to work on the bag or something like that, but I didn't even use it. And really, it's just a procrastination from getting back to the money. You know, once again, another lesson. Just get back to the money. I think we can add a little bit more flair to this. Yeah, let's just keep that. The rough process of it. Mm. Too many condensed lines in that one little area. So let's just erase it for right now. Go back to the basics. I'll come back to it. Sometimes you can get too fixated on, like, you know, a portion of it when you really just need to focus on the larger. So, hope you guys enjoyed body doubling with Channing today. Hope you got some work done. As you guys can see, I'll be drawing money for the rest of my life. At least that's what it feels like. But like I said, if it's a prayer, you know what I'm saying? And the more time I spend, the more abundance it's gonna bring me. We're gonna be here all night. We're gonna be here all night. I like that quote too. That's a fact. That's an omen right there. You know, that's what drawing is good for, and bodybuilding in general. It's good for just to be able to zone out and focus on a theme or think about something, meditate on something. You know, so I hope whatever you guys are working on, it is in alignment, the life you want. And, you know, join me next time, you know, next Monday. Maybe. Yeah, let's say next Monday. You know? Hmm. Oh, because I also feel like sometimes if I duplicate it, it makes it look flat because it's, you know, and I want to, you know, it does have some perspective to it. So, figure I just draw it by hand. And like I said, it was a good way to just meditate on something. You know, I enjoy drawing, but for drawing's sake. But most of the time, it's to reflect on something or slow me down, you know, make me stop. This takes time, you know. So you can rush through it, but you can also just by nature force you to slow down and kind of process things as you're thinking through the actual work itself. Even now, like I'm gonna have to look at, you know, what we're doing for the money, and I'm just gonna draw it quickly, and then I'll go back in and fix it. So now you go in and color it. And I'll have to go back here and, you know, add some shadows and stuff. But right now, I just want to get the base down. I'll create depth later. You know, while you guys are here, I'll probably do something just so we can kind of see it. Because the next time you see this, hopefully it'll be done for New Year. And it'll be finished. also like, you know, the fact of like right here, how the lines aren't there, but because the color connects, you visually connect it. Also like that too. So I may go back and erase some of these lines just because it's a little dark in some areas, or it's a little too concentrated. But I like how the color just connects it. And once again, we're doing more with less. And I appreciate that about illustration. And I may come back and, you know, redraw some of this, honestly, but also may not. You know, depends how I feel when I actually get closer to finishing it. And also like right there, like if I can create, like I can finish the build out without having to actually draw it as well. It's pretty cool. See, like right here, you can like erase. I'll go ahead and fill it in. And then like erasing this part right here. Like now we have like a water money sticking out. Yeah. You know, it's funny you say my style, man, because I still feel like I have a preference. You know, I lean away, but you know, even I don't feel like I'm confident enough to, you know, say I have a style. I just have an aesthetic that I like, you know. But I don't feel like I've been prolific enough to have a style. But that'll change. That is changing. You know, I want to have a solo exhibition sometime next year. Where I release a body of work that I've been working on for at least a few years now. And then let's do what? Let's take this. Maybe if I go darker. That's not dark. Is that dark enough? No. We may have to lighten this up a little bit. Just a tad. So I can then go in here and create some depth. There we go. All right. Now we have a money region, you know? Now we can come in here and like spot, draw you know, some bills. Let's throw another little sheet of paper back here. A dollar bill back there. Then we can close it off. Now go back to the color layer. Sample the color. Fill it in. And we can fix this. Fix that. Let's erase this part. And then let's kill that line. Like that. Alright, now we got some back bills in there. Now we can come back up here, grab this. Go ahead and fix this. And just clean it up a little bit. Like I said, right now I'm just helping create distinction between the bills. I'll probably add another green in here too, like a darker green or something. Like, let's say if I just come right here and then I add, let's just fill it in black for right now. And then what I'll do, I will then, let's also look at maybe like back here. Like, this is going to be the darkest of the dark areas, you know? Like, let's look at back here. Let's check back here. Like that little crease. Let's do that one. Let's do, I need to add some more. Let's do this part right here. And let's do this shit right here. Let's do this side of the money right here. And right now there really is no rhyme or reason. I'm just picking it as I go about it, but we'll see when it what is this? Oh no. Made a mistake. Now I gotta go fix this. He's okay. Y'all may hear my dog in the corner over here wanting my attention. So, got these little dark areas. What happens if I just like play with the opacity like that? You know, now I have like a whole nother green in here, sort of. But So that's what I'm working on right now. Illustration for the new year. I will, I'll tell you what, it's 9:45. We've been doing this for about 2 hours now. Let's do a replay real quick. And it's just going to replay how I got here. I appreciate y'all joining me tonight. You know, I see my teacher in here. Y'all should go check her page out. Jody Hayes Painter. It's JODIHAYS Painter. You know, she taught me a lot of what I know. A great artist herself as well. I have one of her pieces hanging on my wall right next to me. So definitely check her page out. Buy some art too, you know, support local artists, Nashville based. So right now it's just going through the motions, bringing everybody up to speed of how we got here. A lot of seemingly monotonous lines, you know, never ending, but you can kind of see it coming together, which is pretty cool. You know, this is interesting, like seeing people like a good friend Kimball, you know, I've known him since, you know, elementary school maybe. So it's interesting to you know, hear his thoughts on my style, because he's definitely seen it come from, you know, the beginning. The beginning. Now it's just filling in the color, adding some distinction. Some shadows. And then we're back up to speed. Here we are. So, like I said earlier, as of right now, we probably got 5 hours worth of work into this, and it's condensed it down to 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You know, it's typically how art is consumed nowadays anyway. You know, hours to make, consumed in seconds. On to the next. I watched a video earlier of a guy talking about spending, you know, 15 hours, 16 hours on a piece, and sometimes you grow tired of it, or you just no longer care, and then, you know, it may never see the light of day. Just 16 hours of your life, something you dedicated some of your life to, never to be seen. I guess that's life and art. So now I need to I made a mistake earlier, and I drew the you can feel that I drew the head on a white layer, so I need to redraw it. So that's what we're gonna do now. And this time we're gonna make sure we draw it on the right layer, so we don't do this again. like the straight chin, clean cut. Hmm. 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 Mm-mm. You always want to keep the lines kind of flowing natural, so you want to reposition the canvas so you get a nice swoop of the arm or the wrist. And I kind of like the line back here, so I'll draw it, but I may take it out. See? Yeah, a little bit thicker. Nope. That works for now. I'm gonna do Kumi lines back there because it may begin to look like there's a circle behind my head. So. Alright. Now we can group the line art, get rid of that. And now we have a head and a body. Now I'm gonna clean up some of this. Let's get rid of that. Let's go ahead and add some my face. Typically don't draw my hair black. It looks black, but it's not. Right. So you can still see the line art, which is black. Just dark enough. And I'll clean this up later. This is just to color block it in. Right. Now you can kind of see what you don't like. So like I don't like my hair back here, so I'll probably just like fix it and I'll redraw the lines later. But that looks a little better. for my hairline back this far like this. So and then let's see. Like I said, I'll come back in and I'll fix some of this later. Because honestly, I'm not sure how distinct I want my like jawline to be. So I still need to add a mouth or some kind of expression. So this is just a kind of a placeholder for right now. When you zoom in, you can kind of see all the imperfections. You know, zoom out, they don't matter as much. Typically how life is as well. You know, zoom out, things matter much less. The more you zoom. You know, for right now. Let's and then let's draw a border. I will add feet, but feet, hands, two things that most artists don't like drawing because it's hard. So just gonna add a little bit of a frame. I will draw the feet, so I won't say cut off right here, but maybe the inside will be this color. Hmm. Not sure about these bags yet, but let's go ahead and draw them, I guess. And if I want to change it up later, I will, but too thin. Too bold. Better. Because I kind of like following the, the sketch as well. Something about the pencil just gives, like, feeling that sometimes the ink doesn't always capture. Because I'm too stiff. Real time, figuring it out. Actually, I like that. But I don't so much like this. Maybe it's this line as well that's making it look that way. Maybe not. Let's just keep going. Come back to it. I think I got too much going that way. I need to create some distinction. Something like that. Look at a bag full of money. Now we got 2 bags. I don't know which color I want to make the bag yet, so definitely not that color. It's a pretty cool color for a bag. I'm probably gonna add some more cash back there. Maybe like something like that. Then we'll get rid of this line right here. Hmm. What if I added a nose on the other side of the glasses? Like, I mean, not that, but god damn. Hmm. Nah, I don't like that nose. Make the jacket like yellow. Maybe red. I'll probably keep it blue because it's signature, but let's see what red looks like for the holiday season, you know? Well, I think this is it for today. You know, I think we've accomplished enough for tonight. Appreciate y'all joining me. I'll let it play one more time just to end it out. You know, work through what we've done today. It's 10:14. This is me figuring out the angle of the head. You know, so you can see right there I had a mouth that I may bring back, but because right now my head's looking a little, you know, just because of the direction, like there's no facial expression, so I like to show some emotion in the character. And then here comes the lines upon lines upon lines, drawing cash. Here I am tracing my sketch art, you know, refining the lines. And then from this point forward, I just work in ink because I feel like I have a pretty good pace and understanding of what I'm working on. So from this point forward, I'm inking now and no longer like working off a pre-sketch. Which would be a problem if I were working on paper and pen because you know, you can't erase your mistakes so easily. But digitally, figure it out. Adding some color blocking to help create some visual distinction between you know the character and the background. Now I'm just taking a break from doing the cash and throwing some other elements in there to help bring bring some more character to the picture. Here I am retracing the head again, and now adding some color. Glasses, little background, little frame. And there we are. 5 hours worth of work in 3 minutes. We have so much more to go. But that's all for tonight. So I appreciate y'all joining me. Body Doubling with Channing every Monday, 8 p.m. Streaming on YouTube and Instagram, but I think YouTube is going to be my platform moving forward, just because it's more robust, and my sound won't go out again, hopefully. So I appreciate y'all. Enjoy.